Hey guys, today I am going to share with you my awesome soft chicken taco recipe. These are amazing. You don't have to go to Chipotle anymore. You can just make them at home. We're gonna do chicken in the crock pot, and we're gonna do yellow rice and homemade salsa and homemade guacamole, and they're delicious. So we're gonna take it one step at a time, starting with the chicken. I have cut 4 chicken breasts into some big pieces. Okay, so I cut them like about that size. We're gonna shred them once it's all cooked with 2 forks. We'll pull it out and shred it apart. This is the magical stuff right here. Frontera chicken taco skillet sauce. Love this. I use this for my burritos, these tacos. It's got a fantastic flavor. There's a lot of different flavors of this. This is the one that I like. I've tried several. So we go ahead and add that to the chicken. And chicken breast cooks pretty quick in the crock pot. So usually about 4 hours max is all it takes. Okay, and then I have half a cup of water for a little extra liquid, and then about 2 teaspoons of olive oil and 1 teaspoon of salt. Give it a stir. Okay, so you're gonna turn your crock pot on low and give it about 4 hours. If you have a timer you can set to turn it off after 4 hours, that's cool. If you're home and you can stir it every hour or 2, that's good. So we're gonna get this going, and then I actually have to go out and do some stuff. So I'm gonna come back later and we're gonna make the salsa, the guac, the yellow rice, and assemble these things, and you're gonna see how awesome they look, and you're gonna wanna make them. All right, it's been 4 hours. The chicken's definitely done. So at this point, you can just turn it to warm so that it stays warm while you're prepping everything else, unless you get the salsa and the guacamole made while this is cooking, which is a good idea. So basically, I take a slotted spoon and I scoop out the chicken in groups. Okay, and you take 2 forks and you just shred it apart, okay? Any way you want. It just it's really super moist, so it just kind of falls apart, all right? And then it's just perfect for tacos. I just got the girls from school and they saw that I'm making chicken tacos and they went a little bit crazy. Definitely one of the faves. Love the Mexican style food. There you go, shred it up like that, okay? And then put it back in. All right, and then go for the rest. Okay, you might have to do like 3 groups of it, unless you just do it all at once. It's up to you. Okay, so I'm gonna get all this shredded, and then we're moving on to the salsa. Okay, now the fresh salsa, which is delicious and homemade and awesome. You don't want salsa out of a jar, you want the real good fresh stuff. So I have 3 tomatoes, half of a large onion, a jalapeno pepper, juice of a lime, and a bunch of fresh cilantro. Some's going in the salsa and some is gonna go in the yellow rice. So basically, I'm gonna use the food processor to get the jalapeno nice and finely chopped, and I might as well throw the cilantro in there too, so I don't have to chop it by hand. Do you not love the smell of this stuff? It's so fragrant and the flavor is magnificent. I love it. Cilantro and basil are my favorites as far as fresh herbs go. So I pick it off the stems. I know some people just throw the stems in, but I like to make things extra hard on myself, I guess. Okay, I filled that pretty good. This is a massive bunch, so there's no way that I'm even gonna use half. We're gonna go ahead and get this finely chopped. If you don't like too much spice, you can leave the jalapeno pepper out of it, but it adds a lot of great flavor if you ask me. Scrape that in to a mixing bowl. Okay, and then you're gonna finely chop your tomatoes. I like to go pretty small, and sometimes I'll just push aside some of the seeds so it's not too watery. But I'll tell you the truth, this tastes better than Chipotle salsa, if I do say so myself. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. I'll chop these up, I won't bore you, and be right back. Okay, next I have half of a large white onion that we're gonna finely dice. Okay, we add that to the tomatoes. Okay, the juice of a lime. If you roll them like this, sometimes you get a little more juice out. Pretty juicy. And if you have any of this left over after tacos, great with chips. All right, and last to the salsa is a heaping teaspoon of salt. Okay, get that mixed around real nice. Okay, ooh, salsa's done. Okay, so I'm gonna store that in the fridge until it's time to assemble these later. All right, and next is a shortcut version of guacamole. Shortcut because I'm only gonna use avocados, garlic, and salt. Scoop out the avocados. Get rid of any dark spots. Okay, and once they're on a plate, just mash them up. All right. To that, we're gonna put about 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Crush 2 cloves of garlic in there. Okay, give it a nice mix. All right, and that's done. So now I'm just gonna get everything ready to make the yellow rice. Okay, so we're gonna do homemade yellow rice. I love yellow rice, and I definitely love it in these tacos. And store-bought yellow rice, most of them have monosodium glutamate, which is MSG. So I started making my own years ago, and it's actually better than the packaged. So I'm measuring out 2 cups of jasmine rice. I love jasmine rice, it's my favorite. Great flavor. Okay, so I double the liquid to the rice, so I have 4 cups of water. And a tablespoon of olive oil. And I have these veggie bouillon cubes for extra flavor. These are really good. There's all different kinds they sell at the health food store, and even most grocery stores have them. Teaspoon of turmeric. That's what's given it the yellow color. And a teaspoon of salt. All right, so mix it around and bring it to a boil. You want to keep mixing until it does boil because you want to break up that bouillon cube so it's all evenly distributed in the rice. So we're going to let that come to a boil, and then once it does, reduce heat to low and cook for about 15 to 20 minutes until all the liquid is absorbed. And so that's it. We've got the chicken in the crock pot, homemade salsa, homemade guacamole, yellow rice. We're gonna take some organic tortillas, some shredded cheese, roll it up. Oh, you guys gotta make them. Forget Chipotle, these are way better. Okay, the rice is all done cooking, and the last thing we're gonna do to it is add some finely chopped fresh cilantro, which I went ahead and chopped in the food processor. So it's like 1/3 to 1/2 cup of packed cilantro going in there for an extra punch of flavor. So get that mixed well, and now you're ready to assemble. Okay, time to assemble these. I took a piece of foil and a tortilla. I like to start with the rice. So I usually like to pack mine really full because I only eat one. So I don't mess around. I don't mess around. Okay, and then the chicken. Then the cheese. The salsa. Maybe it's a little too stacked. And some guac. Whoa, does that look good or what? Let me move these out of my way. Press it a little bit if you need to roll it. Okay. Okay, the foil helps. And then you just cut it in half. Oh my word. Yummy. You want one, don't you? Okay guys, make them. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.